the supports. If they can kind of get in with the quick grab, then maybe that will be what sort of trips him up. And as you say, if they do trip him up, if they do catch him, this puck will die very
Yes, he'll die very fast. And then they do have like follow-up silences. If they can get initial control somehow onto BZM, then they can get like a phantom follow-up or something like that, then potentially, yeah, for sure. So yeah, we'll have to see how it all goes down. Yeah, this is exciting. Besides just the heroes, we have to, of course, say, start of the game right away. Tops and Seb tipping each other. You know, these two. I don't even know if they've ever even played against each other in Pro Dota.
I don't think there's been scenarios where they have been on opposite sides, no.
So this is, I mean, we're in for a treat. They both know so much about each other, so let's see if there's reads that are coming out. Let's see if, like, in particular, Seb's going to make early rotations maybe or something like that. So let's see what we get going.
OG holding this position around the boundary. It doesn't look like we're going to get Tundra running into this area.
Yeah, no level 1 things going on here. Look at 9 playing very confident down bottom on his Bane. Hero on the rise, Enfeeble, seems to be so potent, of course. And I think we're just seeing more and more just the distance that this hero is able to get in so many fights. This lands, you get Eye of Vizier, and you're just like 1,200 range away or something like that, getting these grips off. So. And definitely potential for fun because he's got a Grim. So besides just double Fiend's Grip, there's double Enfeebles that'll be coming out and stuff like that. This spell is nothing to overlook. Let's see what we get. 2 for 2. All things balanced.
I mean, either of these side lanes, ones that you're particularly concerned of sort of the well-being of one of the sides in these matchups?
Which one would I be the most concerned about, I guess? Maybe the Darkseer Shaker lane, potentially? I don't know, the lanes don't look that, like, oppressive from either side, really, I guess. But I guess, I mean, the top one, I could see some deaths happen if they're not careful, but that being said, Seb, he actually just starts with Enchant Totem, so he's going to be playing inside of the lane with Mind Control. A little bit of a different approach, I think most people do on the Earthshaker. This is definitely cool, because then he's actually going to be utilizing Ion Shell. So maybe, you know, with this approach, they'll actually be able to do okay up here. Kitrak has also been phenomenal, so there is definitely that potential for this bottom lane. Like I think he's been doing magic for this team. He looks so good as this 5 position for them. He's really been making Yuragi look a lot better too.
And talking about Yuragi, of course, on the gyrocopter. I mean, what was your thoughts and feelings been about this hero? Because it hasn't had the best of win rates. It is still that hero we're getting as the first pick carry. But as we've heard in some of the interviews, some of the carry players at the moment not rating this hero as highly as you would imagine with how much it's getting picked. I mean, where do you sort of place this hero right now? Do you think it is still a little bit overrated?
I do, actually. I don't know. It feels like the hero does need to play from ahead, just consistently. If you do have a rough lane, I think I've just been seeing the hero jungle, and then inevitably it's just a loss. So there's also been a couple of these games where there's just a PA, so it's really difficult to say where the hero stands in particular to that. As mid is very difficult so far for BZM, as we kind of had a feeling it might be because of that armor. I mean, 1 armor. Topson just hits him, and look how much damage. He might just die.
He's going to get brought very, very low.
He's got a Fairy Fire, and the uphill miss comes into play.
The bottom lane, that's going to be where the first blood action happens. 33 and 9. They're able to chase down Kitrak, caught out of position.
Okay. Complimented Kitrak. Sorry about that, my friend.
I mean, I guess the thing is, well, look at his XP. He was so close to level 2. Yeah. He just didn't quite have it.
Yeah, 9 XP.
1 XP. 1 XP off having dive. So, what can you do? Sometimes you're 1 XP short of a dive.
And 9 actually walked away from the lane, so that level 2 was actually hit on 33. So immediately they went for the kill when they had that. That is actually a stronger lane than I anticipated, just because Enfeeble does that bit of damage now. So it always procs the Cinder Brew as well, too, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so, I mean, mid, that's going to be the hardest lane, it seems like, there for OG, BZM. Definitely going to be off to a slow start. I don't think he can push Topson out. The heal that you get from this Death Pact, it's strong.
I think he can easily sustain and push the wave out as he is.
Yep.
So with the bottle, he's going to be able to maintain sort of control of the runes as well. At least it pretty much guarantee one of them, unless OG bring in a +1 at the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Stop him from getting the refuel on the bottle.
I was thinking that perhaps from Seb, but Seb, as I was mentioning, he hasn't gone for Fissure build, right? So he's going to lane with My Control, and it is helping My Control, right? He's 13 and 2 up here, so having that Enchant Totem plus Aftershock, it's actually kind of decent, especially slowing down Skater. But now, we'll try to aggro play with a quick Surge.
Yeah, hard for these two to get kills if Surge is always at the ready.
Dude, Topson is just getting 16-8 to 13-2. These denies definitely will start to add up versus BZM. And Yuragi's actually the one who is just getting... this is a very annoying lane to play against, actually. It's just this constant slows coming out from Cinder Brew. He's just getting enfeebled, so that damage... He's flacking for like 30 damage.
And you just was super unlikely to have kill potential with these two heroes. On
yeah,
levels, the Gyro and the Phoenix.
I thought perhaps he'd be able to secure a little more with Kitrak
sure.
if he got like the early good start versus the Bane, but it's definitely proving to be a little bit more difficult. But Yuragi, I mean, he is still farming.
He is. It's close.
But he can't push 33.
Yes, but yeah, pretty much across the board, Tundra, a very slight lead on all their 3 cores. First 4 minutes.
Okay, and Seb did make the move over. All right, so he's holding the skill point. He's got a fissure if needed, and he's hanging on to that water room if BZM.
Yeah, I like that. They needed to do something to slow Thompson down a little bit in this mid lane, and by denying him the bottle refuel, that's going to do something. You know, he's not got as much mana as he would want to play with, and just continue to be able to spam these tar bombs out onto BZM.
Yeah, I like it. As you see immediately, though, MC does get affected from even that slight move. He can't walk up to get rid of really many CS up there versus Snaking and Skitter. 9 dropping low, but he's got Stick Fairy.
I was maybe seeing if we could bait something out from them there.
Does seem like he's trying to.
Kitrak's not calling his bluff, just not diving in aggressively.
It's a lot. He's about to hit 3 also, so if he does take the second point of Brain Sap, it's an absolute ton of healing when he pops Stick Fairy Fire plus that.
Top lane. This time round, they will get the kill, but it cost them Skeeter's life. Skeeter going down for that effort on taking down Mind Control.
I think Tundra will still be happy with that. Snaking's going to be very farmed, very high level up here now off of that kill. Bottom, they can't touch 33, just way too durable.
Yeah, he's always able to walk back to the tower. He's got 15-1 charges.
Ooh, 9 though. I mean, let's see if this is enough. Stick, Fairy Fire, he's got the sap.
Yeah, good placement there for Yuragi. Making sure he can swing over, get a few hits in with the flak.
Good aggressive play from Kitrak. I mean, he identified, he's like, I can just dive on him actually and get that little bit of extra slow, so. I see done. BZM still getting last hits, of course, in the mid lane, but yeah, the denies are really racking up. Thompson, he's hit level 6, and I believe that is the medallion. It's going to be finished up, and they're even going to now refill his bottle, so enabling this Clinks. And yeah, I mean, I don't think he deviates really from the build. I was looking at all the pub games that he did play. I don't think he ever went anything different besides like one game when he specifically needed like an MKB. It's always just Solar Crest, Dragon Lance. Top, Skitter.
To try and chase him down, Skeeter's, he's gonna just stand his ground. He just turns and takes down Mind Control in a few swipes.
Can they get a trade? One more Fire Spirit. Dodged.
Well done there with the Earthshock. He's out. Skeeter will live. Tango's passed over. He'll be fine.
Seb might be able to find the angle. Oh, so close.
It's a little bit too far away for Seb to be able to step in and get in with an enchant totem slap. Skeeter's fine. They're actually looking over towards Kitrak, whose dive still on cooldown.
He's dead.
Tundra finding another kill out of this bit of a brawl up top. And at the same time, 33 and 9, getting a bit aggressive onto Yuragi under the tower.
He's alone. So they know that Kitrak, he's going to be respawning shortly, but his TP is going to be on cooldown. But they're calling for Seb.
Yeah, Yuragi's going to try and run down 9. 33. If he can do anything to help 9 out, Snaking's turns up.
Snaking's level 5. This is a 3 Inkswell.
I mean, Yuragi's got to hide. He's trying to hide in the tree line, but 33, he's in on top of him. Closing the gap. The Inkswell won't quite catch up to Yuragi. They'll look towards Seb first. Seb's got stick charges, won't keep him alive. Missiles out, 33.
They get a kill.
He actually gets cleaned up. Yuragi.
I think Snay hesitated on the detonation of the Inkswell there.
He could have definitely caught the 2 of them, but indeed wanted to sort of max out the damage. I guess just wait for the longer period of time. But that allowed Yuragi to step out of range and pick up a very big kill off the back of that. Yuragi, he's going to be all smiles with that one.
He's huge now. I mean, tried to almost a Crystallis. Yeah, we'll have to see it again. He held it for a while. Maybe because he didn't see him for a second there because he's in the fog or something like that, but definitely looked like he was going to be able to perhaps like pop it pretty much here. Like he could
right
pop
on top of them. But indeed not catching Yuragi. And Yuragi knowing that he could stick around, homing missile and flat back up, gets the damage down. Seb, he does not mind dying in that situation.
No.
As Yuragi, he gets clean up.
Yeah, super value. And where did the Wisdom Runes actually end up going? It was 1 for 1. Okay, so Seb, 9, they'll be able to grab that. Snaking is getting, he's going to be super high level though, off with all this. He's nearly level 6 on this Grimstroke because of the kills that have happened. Top BZM.
Should be fine. Orbs back up. 9 swinging across, making sure that BZM did not get the power rune. Haste rune picked up by the Bane.
Oh, Blue splits up.
Kitrak here. He's already used the dive, so will be an easy one for 33. With the primal split, Kitrak, nowhere to run.
Nowhere to go. 9 making his move back bottom. How healthy? 33 was pretty healthy, right? Yeah, he's full HP. What's the build going to be for 33? It's a minus. He's got it done, and they will take out MC. Tundra getting a lot out of these lanes.
Yeah, the Skeeter's getting these kills set up for him. 3 kills already picked up in the laning stage, and his cornucopia is going to be out very, very soon.
That's such an early minus, 33. He is going to be pretty massive on this Brewmaster. We've seen this hero take over games.
Yeah, this hero's pretty good right now.
Oh, yeah.
And 33, definitely one of the best ones.
That is so early that he's going to have this. And it just, besides gold, right? It's always the levels that this Midas is going to provide. This is a level 7 Brewmaster, 9 minutes in. Good luck killing him. He's got max Drunken Brawler already. Good luck pushing him out of the lane at all. Yuragi, though, all things considered, he's still farming super well because of those kills that he's been able to get. So even though 33 is having that excellent time, so is the Gyrocopter. But we'll see what that ends up actually causing, because Thompson has destroyed this mid lane.
He has.
He has a Solar Crest done, level 8.
I think for OG, you know, as we saw from the draft, their strength comes from their team fight. We've got to see how they can set it up, because so far the mid, OG's mid and OG's off lane's just that little bit behind. They can get themselves back in and close that gap if they land the wombo combos. And we'll see if Tundra get caught in positions where OG's able to capitalize on that.
And that's the big thing, it's if they land the wombo combos and if they're able to prevent people from hitting like this egg in particular for Kid Track. It's not the easiest Phoenix team at all now that there's an Ursa and a Clink. Thompson.
He's getting aggressive here. I mean, he knows that these 2 heroes just do not threaten him whatsoever.
And he's going to just be able to get himself a power rune versus the 3 heroes. Kid Track.
The dive. It's on cooldown. They can't quite get in range with the stun. Thompson getting in position so he doesn't get caught by any of the fire spirits. And he's scouting out the back. He'll settle for Seb. Gets the skeletons out, and Seb, he'll be going down.
He high-fives him. Tries to at least. He's so tanky. This is like a 1400 HP Clinks. They can't go for it. He's still playing around
with Kitrak. He's brought time for 33 to swing over. They will still end up getting Kitrak again.
Oh boy,
they get
Tundra.
the 2 of them. 9-4, Tundra turning into the absolute killers that we know them to be here in this early 10 minutes.
This laning phase is beautiful for them. Set up for success. Like you said, the Ursa Skater's gotten so much out of this top lane. And the supports too. Snipe, so he said, super high level, super aggressive. He's bought the blood grenades off cooldown. He's constantly using them. And yeah, Thompson, absolutely massive. Level 9 already at this point. They do not have the burst damage to take out this Clinks.
No, not at all. Not unless they bring like 3, probably even 4 heroes.
4 heroes, it feels like,
and drop a couple of ultimates.
They'll probably need the Echo Slam in particular to be able to have that kill threat, which Seb is getting closer and closer to it. But yeah, I mean, Thompson, he's just going to be roaming around, making that space, applying that pressure. Lanes, they can play up top lane, but bottom, they can't play in mid lane. Now OG can't really show their faces.
Yeah, I mean, Seb's being careful. He knows that this sort of move's going to be coming in beyond the tower. He's holding right back. As soon as he sees Snaking step up like that, he's going to understand that Thompson is looking to be in position to be buffed up and go aggressive. So Seb, keeping it careful.
Tower is getting brought low. Bottom tower also already has fallen.
They want to try and fight this. Yuragi's in on the mid. Step. Trying to step in for the Echo Slam. He's able to close the gap. Gets in on top of Thompson. Homing missile inbound. They'll take down the Clink.
He tumbled right on top of him.
Yeah, always the Earthshaker classic, that neutral item.
Nicely.
You've got to be prepared for that. It feels like any time you see a Shaker coming at you, he's probably got a Tumbler's toy ready to play with.
Did they get the deny? No, Thompson did commit for that last hit, was able to claim it. But I like that Yuragi swung over, honestly. Like, he gets himself this last hit super valuable, and he gets himself a little bit involved inside of the game, too. I like that they brought the gyro as well. But now Yuragi might just go down.
Yeah, 33. Chasing him down. And with the Inkswell, not a chance. Another kill for 33. The Bruise game just continuing to look to be on track to hit some incredible timings. 2,300 gold in towards the relic on top of his Midas and Urn. This Bruise is going to be a problem.
One. Oh yeah, he's going to be the carry. Seb also likely to fall. Can he get away? Oh god, close. Ooh. The swing from the Brew is coming in.
Close, yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be now a very strong scaling Tricore that Tundra set themselves up for, because 33 is literally going to have this Radiance set.
Yep.
The fastest Radiance I think we've seen on a Brew, and let's see how close it actually was. The swing, okay, not, I mean.
It looked cool.
It looked cool, yeah. It was still kind of close.
Radiance Courier.
But if he gets this Radiance done, this Brew is going to be quite the problem, right, for the team fight of OG, because if OG try and commit for the team fight and they don't get these instant kind of kills at the start, then next thing you know, this Brew's going to be turning around the whole team fight.
Did 33 really just get that courier with the illusion there inside the base? Okay, that was pretty cool. Seb will be found. Thompson.
Let's try to go in on this. Snaking's able to set up onto the two of them with the leash. Thompson's in the mid, ready to lay down the damage. They'll take down Kirak. Wall is there. Thompson heals up, standing his ground against BZM. Will fall, though.
Here comes 33.
Thompson down. 33 and Snaking look more than capable of getting a clean-up kill onto Mind Control. Diving under the tower. Another kill. More gold here for the Brewmaster.
Thompson, I mean, they took it so long to kill him that 33 is able to walk in and just get involved as well, too. He's still so tanky. And yeah, I mean, 33, of course, as we saw, also took out some couriers with Illusion in the midst of it all, too. So gold continues just flurrying in for Tundra. Skitter actually has his Battle Fury's done, and now he's getting aggro on Yuragi.
They're getting all these kills, and their Ursa is getting all this space. Fiend's Grip, it's there.
Oh, boy.
Another kill for the Bear.
This early game is out of control already here, 14-6. The ults are starting to get online. Everybody does have it at the ready for OG, but Tundra's caused a lot of problems.
It's good Fisher. We'll block 33 out from being able to continue to stay on top of Seb.
Perfect Fisher, actually. Not even the little clinks can get through there. This is just the Tundra or the Thompson classic, right? He's like, okay, I did really well in my mid lane. My Ursa's farming, my Brew is farming, and now I'm just gonna run around.
Yeah,
this is like
all
literally
the pressure that he's putting on is it's just making this game an absolute dream for Skeeter and 33. As OG, they've got to try and pull something together.
Yep. Look at Snaking too, right? 1, 0, and 9. We're mentioning how much he was able to do inside this laning phase. Super high level on this Grimstroke. And he has found already some really good connections with his spells, as we saw in that leash. Seb, the Blink, I believe, is actually about to be finished up. So overall, his is good. And they, as we said, the Wombo combo is theirs if they're going to be able to connect it with this pesky Clinks scouting them constantly.
Seb, he's going to get caught out. Tries to get in to do a bit of de-warding, but Thompson and Snaking have been playing around this area for quite a while. This jungle of OG just not a safe space to be. Yuragi's pretty far up in the mid.
Oh, he is super dead.
They've got the Nightmare set up. Thompson and Snaking coming in from the side. Yuragi will get the cooldown off. But Thompson, he's also got a shield rune. He just stands his ground. Yuragi goes down. A dangerous part of the map to be in, but as you saw with sort of how Tundra's been able to take over the jungle of OG, it feels like Yuragi, he's just running out of spaces to farm in.
He's desperate to find something. He doesn't want to go near the Brewmaster, right? 33's down here. 33 near level 12 as well, too, for the level 2 split. And he's about to have Radiance. This is the fastest timing. Midas Radiance is going to be...
We'll see some stats once it's picked up.
Yeah.
This is going to be pretty impressive times.
Feels like it's still going to be like 5 or 6 minutes ahead of the fastest. And he has a Midas, so it's pretty absurd how quick he's able to get all this. And yes, Skitter, as we've mentioned, level 13. He's absolutely set up for success.
I think this Brew, it might have to go in the next draft.
Yeah, it does feel like it. All right, the magic, it has to come from Seb. It really does feel like here. Him and Mind Control have their work cut out for them in these next 5 to 10 minutes. The Blink, about 8 gold away. But yeah, there's the Radiance done. So 16 minutes.
I said 5.5 minutes faster than the average.
About, yeah, that's what it felt like. Wow, level 12 as well.
3 minutes slower than the fastest, of course, because
that was naked.
Exactly.
Probably,
there's
right?
been games where the Midas and the Urn haven't come out before, but this sort of build-up probably the fastest, if not in contending for that.
Okay, OG, this is your moment. You have to get a big connection here, but who are you going to get it on? Because look at the way the map is split. It's not like a big team fight looks like it's going to happen. Absolutely,
they've got to find a course. Finding a support will not feel good.
No. And they're going for Skitter. The Roche is starting to get it set up for here, so maybe this is the team fight that they can actually get.
Nine's in position to hold the high ground.
They're too scared now.
In this area. They're actually going to turn and settle for Snaking. Sure, they don't have to use ults, but it still reveals what the plan is, and it's giving space for Tundra to take the Roche.
And here's 33. Do you want to fight into this Brew?
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
I think at this point, OG, they probably want to bail out of this one. They're going to drop the wall.
Okay, he gets a Radiance illusion. Not bad.
Now, OG, what's the plan? Because Tundra, they're coming running at you. And Skeeter with the Aegis. He does not mind if he gets caught out the once. 33, he's going to put the ult. And he's able to walk away, and they've got the grip on BZM.
Oh,
the setup's there for 9. Thompson's in with the damage. BZM's out. It's full retreat here for OG. Step will drop down the slam. It's enough to bring down 9. But the Supernova is kited out.
That's their ults committed.
And they did just find 9. Nobody else to fall, not even able to take the Aegis out of the hands of Skeeter. Just some serious struggles here for OG as they play from behind.
They took what they could get there, right? They just dropped the Echo Slam. It actually almost killed the Primal Splits. They actually dropped relatively low, but yeah, you can see lackluster damage at this point versus this overwhelming Tundra pressure that they've been able to apply. Thompson even runs in, steals some Ancients in the meantime, getting closer and closer toward a Deso. Fragile heroes on the side of OG. This Phoenix, this Puck, this Clinks is going to rip them to shreds.
It's just so hard to find the setup to land this wombo combo that they've drafted for.
Yep.
When Tundra, they're the team running at you, and they're running at you, as we saw in that situation, just from all angles.
Yeah, and MC, he prioritized going for like the Surge Max. That's usually the build that you kind of have to, so he doesn't have the Max Vacuum yet. So that's going to take some more time before they can land that huge combo that they need.
He's going to try and jump in for the kill onto 9. The charges are there. 9, he will fall. Seb, in return, he's going to lose his life. Too much damage flying out for this Clinks from range, and now with the Soulbind instead, but they're going to try and look for more. Skeeter steps up. See if the two of them can get out. Orb is there. BZM's going to jump to the side. Mind Control also with the set. The Earthshot comes out for Skeeter. They still bring down BZM.
MC?
Mind Control, he'll have to drop the wall in an attempt to slow them down as he's doing his best to escape. Thompson, can he find the hits?
Not quite.
Not quite. I mean, Mind Control will live, but BZM going down.
Look at Thompson, though. Immediately finds another
He's
target.
ready for Kirak. Kirak dives away.
Barely survives. Jeez. Relentless aggression, relentless pressure from Tundra. 19-9. This is not the Tundra that people are used to seeing from all the other old days where it's just, you know, a bit of sit back and farm. Not at all. 9,000 gold lead. They're completely oppressive right now.
Yeah, BKB done on Skeeter, so he's pretty much untouchable.
And look at Kitrak. He's going for like a D-Ward. Thompson's just there already. He just found him before in the triangle, and he finds him again.
And the map's just not safe.
Nowhere safe.
OG cannot get out anywhere on this map right now.
All right, BZM, you know, this last big Puck, he's bottom of the course. He's really just having trouble surviving. Even though there was some forms of limited disables and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. They just have overwhelming damage, and overall, this Clinks is just proving to be way too problematic for him.
Yeah. Do you feel maybe underestimated the matchup going into that mid lane against Clinks?
I probably. I mean, when was the last time you played a Puck versus Clinks matchup, right? It's probably only Thompson playing this hero.
He's pretty much got the full Deso. On Thompson.
Nice, massive. And now he has the attack range talent as well, too.
Another shield brings. Yeah, we've had a couple of times where he could just go and he could frontline. You can't go on this Clinks. He's too tanky.
He has 3,000 life with his shield run. BZM, the orb on cooldown 1 second.
I mean, Seb's here, but I don't know how much Seb can do. Silence comes out. Nothing to be done here by the Shaker.
They might still hunt for BZM. I mean, Thompson constantly on the prowl.
I mean, if he uses orb.
He did.
It's going to be the vulnerability. Actually opens up onto him a bit too soon, so BZM does still have the chance to jump away.
Okay.
Thompson, he's going to continue hunting, though.
Of course he is.
There's another orb. This time round, is this going to be enough time to go on him? BZM
it's definitely enough.
Gate.
Let's see, can he get out?
Oh, he
okay, he's tanky.
That was
the
enough damage
Witchblade
this time round.
Here's 9, though.
But 9 is waiting for him. Orb's back out, though. I mean, they're really going for BZM.
He's going to be able to get out. Okay.
Space is created.
That was right before the Deso got delivered, I think, right, for Thompson, so does have that extra bit. And Thompson does get blessed. 15 talent, 75 attack range, Grove Bow acquired. His attack range now is ridiculous.
It really is. Sometimes even as a Puck, you know, you're trying to get away with this orb, but if you're forced to jump soon, he's going to have the range to hit your post orb sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't...
Tier 2 to fall, a blink, even more aggressive builds coming out. Skitter, level 17, all 3 cores having the dream game. Yuragi still farming, I mean, relatively okay, but versus these cores, what's he going to be able to do? On his own?
It's a heavy game to carry.
Heavy game to carry.
They really need the perfect team fight just to be laid out in front of this gyrocopter.
How's the levels on MC as well? He's hit 12, still only 2 in the vacuum. They need every little bit that they can get. Snaking does have the shard now, so they do have a way to get these dispels and stuff like that.
Thompson's hunting, he's going to get jumped. Step in with the Echo Slam, they're dropping the wall, they're dropping everything
Big
here
combo.
to take down the Clinks, and they'll do it.
Big kill.
Bring down Thompson. And the position they're in, absolutely worth it there for OG to just throw everything down on the Clinks, get him out the game.
Definitely worth it. They still have Coil in their egg as well, too, so even for the next upcoming one, they could look for a small little engagement. Good connection there from Seb. This time, Thompson. No. And it's the playstyle that he does, right? It's a very risky kind of stuff. Always him running in first, head first, and this time does get caught. Didn't pop his DD, though, so he will have that when he respawns. And who got the last hit? It was Mind Control, okay. OG's just going to need quite a bit more time. Tundra, they'll always take time as well too. Multiple heroes that can solo these Tormentors, as we see. They always have a strategy. Yeah, tanking up. 33, getting closer and closer toward an assault. That AC, I mean, everything to just limit the damage, because all that damage at some point, it's going to be from Yuragi in this game. So they'll have Enfeeble, AC, a bunch of different auras to slow him down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We've seen OG make some of these moves, but never in the direction of the brew.
No. Gotta avoid him. 40 seconds till Echo.
Dire are scanning.
You can still always make plays when that is up. Difficult to go for some of the targets, though. They are sitting around bottom, though. I mean, Skitter, he did do a scan earlier down on the bottom side, so he knew somebody was lingering down here, but look at Topson rain onto this tower. Goodbye.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Just clinks things.
Probably just working towards those next times. They get the BKB on Topson, they get the next Aegis, and by that time, of course, the AC should be done on Brew.
That's the way to...
Then they're ready to push it to the high ground.
Yeah, that's what we've seen as an approach from a lot of teams. I think BetBoom and Spirit actually were the ones that I saw, I think, doing it the best. It's just when you're playing versus mass team fight, get those BKBs online, then you can take head-on team fights every single time and look to kind of close the game out. Topson. Kid track. Oh,
he might tag.
He's dead.
He will indeed just accept his death.
Holy moly, Deso stack acquired.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No Phoenix, another tier 2. Looks like Tundra want to put their attention onto top.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
No Nines playing down here alone. They'll drop the coil for that.
Get a pick. Can they get away? Instant TP from Seb. Nicely done.
Under attack.
They've got to take these little opportunities, OG.
Yeah. Get whatever they can out of the map with this overwhelming pressure that's coming out. Skitter now a full basher. Yuragi will have his Satanic finished up at the least, but as we were saying, he still needs quite a bit more time and damage because they're just going to throw in Feebles and all these type of debilitating abilities onto him to prevent that damage from coming out. It's got to be still a huge wombo combo, it feels like, from Seb from Mind Control.
Tundra, they're heading over their way.
Seb, oh, right on top of Topson. Okay. Oh. Goodbye.
Way out.
I think Kintrek, I saw him queue up the gem. I think it's time. I think they absolutely need to get a gem really, really soon because Topson's just causing too many problems for all the supports, for anybody to kind of venture outside. It's this like solo pressure that he's been able to do this game. That's just shrinking the map.
Radiant's top tower.
And down goes the tier 2.
Radiant's top tower is fallen.
It's looking more and more like it's just going to come down to the high ground defense for OG.
Which they have had success with a couple times in this tournament so far. Some on the backs, of course, of a PA, but a couple also on the backs of just some beautiful vacuum combos. So, yeah. Still the potential definitely there.
AC done on 33. Tundra.
It's go time.
They're very much feels like they're ready to go for the killing blow.
Oh, yeah. Level 18 on the Brew as well, too. Uh-oh.
I mean, they see 33 here, but they know...
It's the Mind Control.
Can they really go on him? I mean, Mind Control will manage to get the surge off. Topson, he's going to want to dive into the base for this one down the bottom. They did go on to 33, but he gets the split off. They're still trying their best. They're dropping everything.
He's way too tanky.
They can just... They can walk away from this.
Oh, man. He's level 18. It's the level 3 split. He's actually just running at them also. Kid track now.
I mean, they might not even all get out.
The kid track is definitely going to go down, unless he can get the TP off with the Sun Ray.
All right. Off he goes.
Okay, not bad. Can Seb get out too? Again. All right. They expanded everything though, right? Or actually, no, they still have Coil and Shaker Slime, but they did use the egg. And Topson's still hunting.
Oh, he is, and he might find something here because...
Seb? Oh, TP cooldown.
Has got Blink up though, so...
Okay.
Won't continue to hunt along the tree line for him. They'll just focus on getting the creep waves pushed back in against OG. Roshan's going to be back up in 20 seconds. Should be a pretty free one for Tundra.
Topson's set up for BZM.
Has got eyes on
There's
him.
A Fiend's
and there's
grip.
the grip from the high ground.
Just so much scouting. The wards that they've been able to place, the aggressive ones from Snay, but I mean, as we say, the invisible ward just running around the whole game.
Dire are
15k gold lead now for Tundra, pretty much. Still holding on to their mid tower. 28 minutes in, they haven't lost the tier 1 mid yet.
Tundra just always seems to have the winning recipe versus OG. It seems like they said on panel, it's been, what, 15 months or so since OG's won a series versus Tundra. And even with Thompson, doesn't seem to change anything. They still just look so damn hot.
Yeah, it's Klink's pick
team.
Working out perfectly.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately for OG, was not dealt with the way they finished things off. Seb.
Hello.
Trying to cut some waves. Thompson.
He's in his head. He knows. He's like, Seb, I know what you're going to do.
Seb popping up the tip there for Thompson. I think he knows that this game, they're going to have to do something crazy to turn this around. This Thompson, Klinks, and the gang.
I think I've clicked on Yuragi 4 times in the last few minutes waiting to see that rapier probably queued up.
Oh, it's got to be there,
it
surely.
Feels like it, yeah.
It's going to have to be one of those games.
Even then, I mean, the Brew now also 33.
Yep.
On top of also having that 18, now he's 20. Good luck killing these Brewlings. Another 1,200 HP on top of him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hey, you can just pop ult and run into them. They just kind of have to run away from it. Full Abyssal now also onto Skater, so besides just, single Abyssals, of course they have the Grimstroke, so the double Abyssal potential is going to be there in these fights too. Getting more and more complicated. Even if they land the Wombo combo at this point, don't know if it's even going to be enough. They're just so damn ahead.
And Nine's got sort of the dream item set now. The Blink,
he got it.
and the Psychic Headband.
Of course.
BZM, if he's going to get grip from a mile off. It's going to be super hard for anyone to jump in on these fights if they don't have eyes on Bane.
And of course, Thompson, after finding Grove Bow, finds himself a Quiver now, also blessed with the attack range. Skitter?
I'll walk this off.
He's fine. Nice little Grimstroke shard plus Glimmer.
So many ways to keep this bear safe.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Nine was looking for a grab on the tier 2 tower. 33, he'll continue with the push. It's going to be another tier 2, the final tier 2 gone. Taken away from OG.
Thompson now, he pretty much has the Hex done. So that catch for anybody who steps outside, they're just dead in a single Hex out there.
I mean, will Tundra make mistakes on the high ground push? Will OG be able to capitalize on them with their team fight? It's feeling unlikely.
It's feeling unlikely. I mean, 33 is just going to be the walks. Look how far that they're sieging from.
He just hits the buildings. What are you going to do? You want to go on this Brew?
No. I look how tanky it is. Sending in the Storm Panda.
I mean, Skeeter's ready to go in. He's going to be able to find Kirak in the tree line, and he'll get him. Kirak not able to get the Supernova off.
And the Raxit's dropping. Look at these Brewlings.
Now look at this Klinked.
Oh my goodness.
Dishing out the damage. Hex is now delivered, so another further catch that's going to be a real nightmare for BZM to deal with. And BZM is just going to get caught by the jump of Skeeter. He's able to get the phase shift off. Fiend's Grip is there on the step. They'll drop the wall. Back him onto the 2. Dreamcall as well to follow things up. They'll tank 9 out. They're not going to get Skeeter though. 33, full HP as he walks away from this. Hex will try and jump forward, but indeed Thompson responds immediately. Instant Hex to come out. Seb, he'll offer up the buyback. Skeeter's in. Closing the gap, or at least attempted to do so onto Yuragi, but will get kited out. Missile's going to be heading the way of Skeeter, but Skeeter does still have Aegis.
Inkswell as well, too.
Can they even bring him down the 1? Skeeter, he's in, and he's got the BKB. He's ready to pop it on this life to full commit on towards Yuragi. Search from Mind Control to get Yuragi back. The turn with the Fisher. They bring Skeeter down the 1.
He has 15 Fury Swipe stacks.
Hex on the Mind Control step. He's going to jump in with the enchant turn and try and stop Thompson from being able to get the hit onto Mind Control. Supernova's out. Tundra, they'll kite it.
Backing out, resetting. All ultimates from OG now committed at this point.
Tundra got what they came for. Full set of racks. Sure, they lose the Aegis. They don't mind. They can get back to business, dealing with the rest of the lanes and continuing to just grow this lead and keep the game in a position that feels almost impossible for OG to turn around.
And it's the hyper-aggression that's really coming out from Tundra the entire game. They just relentlessly dive into high ground. Anybody they see, they just jump for immediately. Not waiting for any type of moment. He just popped the Bruce Blade and went as well, too. They're just, very oppressive, very aggressive today. We're seeing the results of that. Yuragi goes for like a full SNY, okay.
Yeah, BZM having to get the Eon disc out this game. He's got it ready to assemble.
Could be the last, I mean, these next few fights could be the last one, so I feel like they just spent as much as they could inside that base. And Yuragi, I guess, just really wants some type of status resist to protect versus all this insane disable that we're seeing from Tundra now at this point. Himself the Tormentor. Kind of the only place that they can really go on the map at the moment here. As Split, it's back online, and besides it being back online for Octarine now also for 33, items just keep flying out for him.
Tundra might not have the Aegis anymore, of course, on Skeeter, but I don't feel like that. I feel the necessity to sort of slow the game down. They can absolutely look to push once more. And BZM,
he is very far forward.
Skeeter jumps in and put together the Eon disc. Bashes will catch him, but he is still able to jump out.
Can he get away?
Use the Dream Code to hold him back at 9.
Nope.
In with the snipe. The Psychic Headband and the Ether Lens coming into play there as the Brain Stab finishes BZM off.
They set up a trap for Thompson.
Okay.
Works.
I mean, in a game at this point, they'll take a Thompson for BZM trade with how far ahead Thompson is.
With the racks.
It's falling.
It's falling fast.
BZM, he does not have buyback available.
Look at the Brew, just kill it by itself.
I mean, what do you do? Just watching 33 destroy your barracks.
They got a glyph for it. Can they even finish off the Earth Breathing? Look at it go. They will.
They'll keep their racks alive, but only just. And the temptation is going to be there for Skeeter. He wants to go for it. And he'll get it. Jumps in, finishes off the melee racks.
And he knows he's safe because he had that Inkswell coverage.
Yeah, and there's no puck, there's no Dream Coil.
Nice leash from Snay, prevents them to chase.
I mean, 9 could be thinking about going back in, does have Fiend's Grip. Looks like they'll kite OG out of the base for now, try to kind of draw the fight into more favorable position on the map for Tundra. And there it is, there's a jump back instead. Will go forward with the Echo Slam, but he
doesn't do anything.
Barely does any damage at all. Skeeter's perfectly fine, gets the ult off in the BKB. Supernova not going to catch Skeeter with the stun.
Skeeter?
They're trying their best to chase out the Ursa. Another drag back with a vacuum missile inbound towards him. Fisher catches onto the two of them.
He's stuck.
For instead, they get the Dream Call follow. They'll be able to take down Snaking, and they should be able to get Skeeter. He's standing his ground a little bit, but will not survive against the 5 of them. OG finally able to find some sort of a punch back.
Really smart chase. I mean, the Primal splits down, and they know there's no clink, so they're like, let's go and get as much as possible. 33 actually just ditched his team instantly, started running mid to hit the rack, so he identified this is not a fight that he wants to be a part of. Good kills.
It's something they need a whole lot more of it. The smoked up OG.
Can they find another one?
9's got an invis though. So kind of putting a whole sort of stop to the smoke attempt there from OG. 9's fine.
Yeah,
and back in the mid, 33. He's an objective-based gamer here. Split's popped. He's in on the mid lane. He's looking for more structural damage. He's taken out the tier 3.
And look at it go. And he'll have Split back up in about, what, 50 seconds? So as soon as the Ursa's back up, he'll be able to go again, and then they can actually just take a straight fight together.
At this point, you just feel so helpless against the Brew. How do you stop him from doing this? He's just going to be running in your base, beating down on your barracks. There's no answer. Damage is going to be done.
The answer's the damage. It's got to be Yuragi getting some big explosive type of damage item very, very soon.
Yeah, for sure. Like Daedalus and Rapier, and then indeed, you can kill the Brewlings.
Maybe, yeah.
But you need those items. Bottom lane. 9.
Catch.
He was ready.
Oh, and that's a long death.
Yeah,
80
75 seconds. Yeah, he's no buyback, obviously, after the back of that last play.
Yep. And here comes the siege again. No glyph available for the side of OG. Oh, and look at this. Another one.
He's got his refresher. All right.
My God. He could probably just double ult and take the racks.
I think he can.
I think he actually can do it.
At this point of the game where, honestly, it just ends when 33 decides he wants to end it.
Yep, does feel like it. Yep, here comes one split, and he's just charging in.
Daedalus is done.
Okay.
So a decent amount of physical damage.
But look at how he's enfeebled. Okay, gets dispelled, but cracks the fall. Thompson assisting.
Just little by little, they can go for the Skeeter. He's ready to finish off the mid-racks, jumps in.
One left. And there's another split at the ready. Instantly pops it, no hesitation. Sends the Wind Panda away, sends the 3 in to just take it out. Can they kill the Earth in time? The answer is no.
The racks are gone. I mean, what do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do against this?
You ban it next game.
I think you might, because at this point, unfortunately for OG, it just feels like it's going to be a very slow and painful GG. This Brew, 33, as I say, he ends the game when he wants to.
Yep, 7, 1, and 2. 400 last hits on the Brew. Jeez.
Up against the Mega Creeps, OG. Rapier queued up.
Rapier queued, it's gotta be. And he's got, what, 20 talent as well, too, so the big flat hits, another connection. But the Hex.
He's very quick with it. He may still die. They have to Dream Coil. Is there any help for Thompson? There's not. They bring the Clinks down. Also find 9. A couple of good kills here for Yuragi. So if they can chase for more, jump forward from BZM. He's got eyes on Snake Kick. Skiter. He's going to turn up to the fight. He's in on top of BZM, but BZM's able to get the phase shift. So there'll be a buyback for 9. 33, standing his ground against Yuragi. Yuragi ults for the TP out. He'll make it.
No split. Not at the ready just yet.
9 has managed to hold back mind control though. The Dark Sphere's caught. Skiter and 33 head across. They'll take mind control down. He does have the luxury of buyback available to him.
How many times has Seb just Echo Slam Thompson? That's like the 5th or 6th time. Just really wants him dead. But they've both been kind of hunting each other. I think Thompson more so hunting. Here's the split at the ready. Tier 4s.
Unfortunate courier sniper as well, because that BZM, I think he pretty much had the full Octarine on the courier.
Oh,
a lot of gold that got knocked out of the game.
Good cut, good eye, good call.
And yeah, onto the tier 4s with the primal split.
Now they're starting to clear it though. That Earth Panda is starting to die a bit here from Yuragi's damage. The Wind Panda. Okay. He actually has the other one still in the back, didn't see it. He'll be okay. Thompson back up in 20.
They have to kill this Brew in the team fight. It's because it's one of those games, right? We might see OG kill every other hero out on the map. They smoke up, they get a great team fight, they kill the 4 of them, and then the next thing they know, they're looking back at the base and 33's on it.
Yeah.
It's so much that OG have to deal with right now.
I like how we're just like we're constantly talking also about like the 33 and Thompson, while Skitter is actually just also just massive this game too. Like he's got no fire. It's about to be 25. There's so many different layers that they have to really get through at this point. And how's this Rapier? He's getting closer and closer.
Oh boy. I mean, maybe with the Rapier. Maybe.
How long on Roche? It's up.
I'm going to look to see if they can find the fight first.
Yeah, they're just going for it. Oh, Yuragi's showing himself.
33's ready to get in with the split. Maybe see if he can find some sort of setup.
The Booze and Buddies are in.
Seb hiding in the trees. Grip from the side. They're going to look to jump straight away from Minecraft. They delete
perfect grip.
The Darks here immediately. Is there any further fight for OG to have here? Mind control will buy back. BZM tries to turn towards Skiter, but Skiter's able to get the BKB off. Yuragi's caught in the middle of the fight here. Skiter
He's in trouble.
On top of the gyrocopter. Yuragi getting torn apart. The supernova is there. Can Yuragi survive? He cannot. Yuragi goes down. He'll buy back. Seb jumps in with the slam onto the 2 of them. Bring a Snaking low with the Glimmer Capes out. Snaking's able to get out to the side. They're trying to look towards Skiter with the cheese. Passed over. He heals up. Skiter back up to full HP. Takes out Kitrak. And now there's no buyback for the Phoenix.
Another
it's 4
split.
versus 5 here on the attempted defense from OG. 33. He's ready to go with the ult once more when he needs to. Thompson beating into Yuragi. The damage too high. Skiter cleans up the triple. 2 dead on OG. No buybacks available. The tier 4s are crumbling. Ultra kill for Skiter.
Give him
GG, it's called. Give him the rampage. Nah, 9, he'll take it.
Keep going, Skiter. Oh, I can't say 2 last. Damn. What an aggressive game from Tundra.